Well, in South Philly, for whatever reason, machetes are like your machetes and baseball bats are like the weapon of choice. I guess you keep it behind your door for if there's an issue.
Makes sense.
Be warned.
So shortly after my tenants move in, it's two women. They soon afterwards got married, and there was an argument over a parking spot outside. Okay. A 70-year-old man and like a 40 or 50-year-old guy. And the 70-year-old guy tosses his coffee in the younger guy's face, because he scraped his car in getting into the parking spot, and he always does that. And then the younger guy, the 40, 50-year-old guy, goes home, grabs a machete, and starts swinging it around. And then the older guy went to block his head, and the guy cut off two of his fingers that were still connected right here.
And then real estate stories.
And then cut the old guy's head. So then the old guy gets the young guy down on the ground and starts pummeling him with his bloody stump of a hand. So then one of my tenants, Colleen, who's also she had been a firefighter and worked for the ER. EMT.
A medic? Okay.
Yeah. So she's telling Tom, who's beating the guy up, she's like, "You're going to get in trouble. You better go take yourself to the hospital." And then after he left, I'm pretty sure Colleen's the one who picked up his fingers and gave them to the police officer to make sure that they got to Tom.
So they could use them again.
Yeah, so they could reattach.
Okay.
So I had heard this from another neighbor. I didn't know what picked up the fingers or anything like that. My neighbor had texted me and said, "Oh my God, did you hear about the machete story?" And I said, "No." And then I ran into my tenants a couple of weeks later at our local bar, Bonbons. It's amazing. And I thought that they were going to call me to try to get out of their lease because they had just moved in. So I see them, I'm like, oh shit, they're going to ask to leave. I'm never going to be able to rent this place again because of this. And it turns out
because of the machete attack. Yeah.
So it turns out Colleen, one of the women, was the one who picked up the fingers and helped the old guy. And they love it. They love the block. They love the neighborhood. They've been there since 2014.
So is that on applications? That could be a system. It's on, how do you feel about it?
Are you willing to?
Yeah.
Yeah. So ever since having them, they've been very rewarding. Colleen's in the Philadelphia Fire Department, and then we bought another house together where we have another couple. Where one of the other tenants is also in the fire department. So we've been really lucky in having good tenants, but we purposely under rent our properties so that we have multiple applicants to choose from. So we can just go with whoever feels the best.